about those people up there because, well, I intend in full retirement to visit a lot of these places. Ireland, hope to take my lovely wife with me. I went with my best friend from when I was growing up. I'm not going to give a name. Aspenwood is his handle in here. And we both turned 50. So for our 50th birthday, we both went over to Ireland for 2 weeks. Fantastic. All right, so I massaged my friendship bread. I've accomplished this. All right, now what I'm supposed to do now is 1 cup each into starter bags. Now, we're going to be sending out starter bags. Kidding. I cannot send this out unless we have it overnight somewhere.
There's quart-sized bags if you want them there.
But they're supposed to be gallon size.
There's gallons. I don't know where you put them.
Right here.
You're on your own for those. Yeah, the 50th is a good time to commemorate life in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time. I have no recollection of what I did for a 50th. I kind of missed that checkbox
Yeah,
somehow.
you were going through some health challenges.
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, that was not fun for you. She's 2 years my senior.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Plus my mom was ill. That
Yes.
was the year before she passed, so there was a lot going on.
You asked for some advice. That would be one. Is travel when you can. One of the things I hear about with the current generation coming up is experience over possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Very wise.
They've got that right.
That's right. Don't value things as much as experiences. Because, I'm not going to say, my parents both passed, and I was just thinking about that event. And having all these things is nothing. Because in the end, you know, you're just what you experience and what you learn. I intend to keep learning. I encourage everyone to learn from this, baking, from music, from whatever floats your boat. So.
That's one of my goals, daily goals, is I say if I learn something new today, it's a good day.
Mm-hmm. And Lady Wayfarer let me teach her drone last weekend.
Yeah, I asked for lessons.
So we took I've got a Mavic Air 2, and we took it up, and she thinks she wants to do it again.
Yes, I do.
I got to where I know the techniques with it, how to fly it. Now it's like the creative side. How do I make it compelling? How do I make a good story out of this?
Yeah, we ran out of disk space with the chip that we had in the drone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think next time you let me practice with your drone, I will work on photography aspects. Not that I've got the flying down, but I got the basics.
And I think I'm looking forward to working with you on that, because I think you have a creative flair that I don't, and I've got a creative flair that you don't. Mm-hmm. And I think together we can make some good videos. We do have a channel over on YouTube. I think it's linked, but I've only got like 3 or 4 videos over there right now.
We should check.
Yeah.
I'll check on that linkage, make sure it's
Okay.
set up.
I did a bit of drone stuff. It's fun. I agree. I also know some of the FPV flyers, which it looks like a whole lot more fun.
Yeah. If I could get past the crash and burn spent money aspect of it, I think that would be a lot of fun. You have to be willing to like lose a drone to learn FPV.
Yeah. And the FPV drones are much cheaper because there is no GPS. The Mavic Air 2 has sensors all over the place, and you know, if you get close to something, it stops and returns to home. And FPVs are just like, whee! So that's what I'm looking forward to. So what I'm doing here is just separating a cup each into a bag. And we will send these out to our neighbors. And quite honestly, guys, you get sick of friendship bread eventually. Because
the first time I was gifted with this, I kept the starter going for 2 years, about 2 years. The kids loved it, and they were much younger, and the kids just loved it. So it was worth doing. But then after 2 years, I'm like, I'm done with this. Because you do have to care for it daily.
Think of this as sourdough because it's very similar to it. Oh, no Chester, welcome back. Garnget, are you an FPV flyer? Because there's a guy named Ken Heron on YouTube that really needs to watch his sense of humor, but otherwise is a fantastic streamer. Or yeah, he streams and he does videos. Grocery store. Hope to make it back. I hope you make it back too. Be safe. Thank you very much for stopping in, and
Read boy.
hope to see you again tonight. What am I supposed to? What did I forget? Not full on, but pretty cheapest drone like it.
Oh, cool.
If you have a cheapest drone to recommend to start with, because I have these little ones, you know, the no camera, no view, it's just sort of flying around. We each have one of those. We flew in the house for a while. But yeah, we've got a couple hobby stores nearby. All right, the rest of this is our batch.
It looks like it's like 2.5 cups ish, maybe 2 cups.
Well, 2.5. I would guess 2.5.
Okay.
But again, guys, another chill streamer. I love his. Well, there's a lot of people I'd recommend, but no doubt Big Trout was one Lady Wayfarer found. And I was like, oh, this is so cool.
And that was an interesting chain of events. I was watching Kanara, and she rated Crochet, which is spelled Crowshay, and there's a number on the end. I'll have to look it up. So I followed Crochet because I crochet,